Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Ha. Hear myself. Fire beats. Parmesan is walking out. Nick, he said, ooh. Milo. Yeah. So, we are a bit late. Yeah, I had to do something. I needed to work again later. Yeah. Office closing at 5, so yeah. 9.5 hours. Oh. And then the boss was late again. As always. We are continuing the stuff from yesterday, and I was trying to get some sequence running. But let's see how it goes. That sounded nice. I was trying with OBS, but didn't work. Didn't really work well. But might add some effects here. Oh, we could stay in the stuff here. Ha. Monkey Basement. Long time no see. Fellow bags of mostly water. No, it is. How did they say? Ugly bags of water. You are ugly bags of water. The Observer Thoughts. Some voices there. Voices. Num, num. Let's how are you doing? All right. It's very strange. My microphone sounds off. That's all. I wanted to no. Or did I put it in tape? I did put it in tape.
The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence.
Put it back on.
The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence.
Cherry Audio News sends the Jupiter 8. Oh, it's today. Oh, my. Yeah, I did see the announcement on YouTube, Facebook. Jupiter 8. Don't we have Jupiter 8s? I might add some, not tape, but the room.
The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence.
Maybe that's too cheap. Cheap stuff. It's called a Mercury 8. Is that how? That's like I've seen a video about the new Arturia synthesizer. It's the small range of the stage thing. Yeah, it costs $800, and ask yourself, do I really need something like that? I don't. At least me, I don't need one. It's something interesting if you're doing live performance, even a big one. but a small one, $800 to have a synthesizer with kind of a analog lab, which is interesting. They built in Pigment's engine, which is kind of interesting. But is it something you really need? I don't know. Always new gear. DLD. It's loading time. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, let me check while it's loading here. Cherry audio. That's already actually a track. Cherry lady. Introducing Mercury 8 synthesizer. 69. That looks interesting. At least the UI is very cherry. I was actually surprised. I did get the email that Xil's lab actually has a sale, but Synstack 6. I don't want Synstack 6. New stuff, new stuff, new stuff, new stuff. New stuff. They don't make them the collectors. They don't make the life easier. They don't make our lives easier. What would happen if you went into film sync? Well, it'd be like Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. Maybe rather than well, I would go Trent Reznor. Yeah, that's the thing. I am a movie nerd, but I'm not into scoring. I never paid attention. Yeah, it's there, but quite often it's even annoying because I want an interesting movie, depending on what type, good special effects or good jump scare, good horror, good story, interesting characters. But I do find music quite often annoying in movies. Sometimes it works with some sound effects, but I've seen quite often, and movies or series, they exaggerate. There's too much of it. That's why when I saw that killer movie with that comes out without any music or just the minimal stuff, which gives the movie far more interesting. For real, too much music going on. Yeah, sometimes it's for every shitty emotion. They go, then that's for comedy, drama, action, sci-fi, thriller, almost every genre, and very annoying horror movies where you have sometimes you watch a horror movie and then you got these sounds. Oh, way too loud. It's like watching the. I mean, when I first saw Evil Dead, the original, which back then it was still in stereo with all these sound effects, yeah, kind of was getting with the movie with the cameras, but actually Sam Raimi introduced this kind of sound effects into the horror genre. And everybody's doing it way too much. I mean, nothing is realistic. Everything makes a noise. it's as realistic as musicals. Yeah, they're singing. Nobody sings in real life except on stage or in the shower. Well, yeah, it's totally annoying. And we don't even talk about Bollywood. So we talk about Hollywood. But and another thing is, it's not just quite often exaggerated, but badly mixed. It's too much going on, so you kind of miss the dialogue, especially these days. Back in the days when you watch old movies, you got the dialogue still working, but you can hear because it was well spoken, first of all, well recorded, and it fit the movie. The orchestration was still in the background, and these days with these immersive shit, I don't know. I don't know, that's a trend. I don't. Something I don't get. Did someone buy the Sonic bundle? You mean the from UVI? I know that this World Needs a Hero has the Sonic bundle. But the downside is if you pay it, if they do publish a new thing, you have to buy it separately. We already talked about that. That's why I'm on the Sonic Pass subscription. I do own like 3 fixed plugins where I have licenses that I get for free. But the Sonic bundle, even if I had the money, would be kind of interesting if I had the money. But yeah, it works like getting a V collection. No. Immersive Atmos, especially in music, not at all. Music needs to be stereo. That's far enough. And in movies, in cinema, immersive. When I grew up, the movies were in stereo, and suddenly they came up with the surround systems. At the beginning, it was interesting when you had these different effects. It worked, but most of the time it was kind of. I mean, you watch a flat screen, hearing an explosion happening at the back. It would work, and it can work in virtual things like virtual games, or like in Las Vegas in the Dome. There it works because you got the image is around you. But in movies at home, on a flat screen, or in a movie theater on a flat screen in front of you, immersive is just a stupid illusion. So it's and when I was discussing with someone about Atmos on music, especially on headphones, it's just a kind of illusion. It's nothing is actually happening back there or in front of you. It's just a kind of an illusion. It's like back in the days when they had these stereo effects, which kind of still works. I do use them, but immersive. I mean, in virtual games, when you have these glasses on, when you're really immersed in the environment, which creates an illusion that you're actually there. That kind of works. The sound effects that goes around you when you move around. Okay. But when you sit on a couch watching I do have a surround system. Well, sometimes it's annoying. Suddenly you have a sound in your right or left ear coming from back there. I would actually need a new couch to sit more away from the speakers. It is. Let's try something that's almost uses Audio Cube Pro. It's like the immersive or versions from Eventide. Let me check the audio. I think I heard of that. Yeah, I think I heard of that. Yeah, it's exactly that what I thought it was. Audio Group, $200. Yeah, that's that almost feel like a blender version for sound and music. What the idea is interesting, but that's the thing. For game audio and the immersive 3D thing when you do game audio, that's okay, but the rest, it's no, it's not working. It's not working. And in music, I mean, most music, it's mono is boring, okay? We had that, and then they invented stereo, and someone came up with the idea, oh, why don't we use the surround system of the movies in the music? Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't sound right. I don't know. It's just it's bad stereo. Got it. It sounds like bad stereo. Should we make our own sequence or just? We are lazy tonight. We are lazy. Which is where's 5? Let's do it here. Let's do a MIDI thing here. Hup. On the wrong track, of course. Oh, of course. That kind of works. It's Mario World without Mario and Luigi. I'm actually, when you mentioned this, Da Vinci, I'm actually surprised that Venus Siri hasn't used that kind of software. But I'm not sure if he actually, when he does his game audio stuff, I did see a few videos where he explained how he collaborates and which software they're using, which is not really immersive, I think, which is still kind of different. It's like film scoring for games, which is very special. But I'm surprised that he didn't get. I'm not even sure what he thinks about immersive audio and stuff. As you do a lot of game audio and scoring. I don't know. I'm can't imagine that someone like Lord Cannon would actually use something like that. That word. Wilfried is here. So if I do, or maybe I could. Let's see. If I just use. Yeah, if I'm not. Let's go on drums.
The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence.
That works. Oh, like this. Even the Cubase is streaming. When you stream, you miss a lot of streams.
The planet was almost totally oblivious of their...
Let me just check which notes. This gives me some kind of and the drum a bit. What was there? They put out here we have a problem. You might buy it. A devil worship or MIDI sequence. Don't make me. Yeah, I got some more. Don't. No, it's Harmony Bloom, and I did see a stream from Mario Nieto. Apparently, he's got something coming very soon. I thought it was because he was doing some kind of modular synthesizer kind of thing, but apparently he was working on something else, and he made a stream where he was playing around it. It looks like it's kind of a filter thing. It's a bit like the Gatekeeper from Audio Modern, but with the look of his Audio Modern stuff. The drums are a bit too... Let's see if I do a bass. and do oh, let's use the where was it? Too many DV here. On each one install the filter thing. The L says it sounds bad, sounds outrageous compared to other scenes on the market. It's too expensive. It is. Yeah, I only have. I think I still have it installed, but I'm not sure. Let me just go. Feinberg. Yeah, it's still installed, but I never bought any full version or presets or whatever. I just grabbed something. I played around with it. At one point, I was thinking on grabbing it, but as I do have Falcon faceplant, I think it's interesting when you're in the Steinbeck universe, but yeah, and even on other streams, I heard that it sounds not, yeah, but maybe that's a personal thing. I don't know. Some like it, some don't. I mean, Alien is out for so long. I think that works better. I don't need this. Ha. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, I have, when I'm looking at Alien here, I don't have much included. That's the problem. I got it because it had the extreme in it. The rest, yeah, it's not much what I got. So I might need to. Yeah, and when I was playing around with it, there was something was already annoying me. It's the layout. It changes. Doesn't sound too bad, but I was complaining a bit about. I must say they almost all sounded the same. Yeah, it's piano. Doesn't sound too bad. Does it have retro too? I don't know. Yeah, extreme is kind of interesting. And the thing with Halion was what was annoying me was the UI changing and or not keeping up small, big, small, big, small, big. Well, what else do we got? It's a typical Steinberg thing where you actually, okay, what's, very odd. I never played around with it. Even that browser media player. Ah, there it is. I mean, it isn't so bad. Your Cubase trial has Ritual. Yeah, because I do also have. I'm not sure if I have it installed either. Because there is Backbone, which is kind of interesting. I almost was grabbing the drum machine, and I think it's the old. It's like when you're into a certain environment. It's like when you're using a lot of UVI, Arturia, the Core Collection, Roland Synths, or a specific DAW which has tools and plugins and sounds included. It's the environment which because I'm not so sure if someone buys the whole package of FL Studio, if it actually uses everything included and with all the plugins, do they actually like the sound, or they just buy it because it's the DAW they like? So it's and that's the downside if you buy something that has so much included, like FL, Cubase, Ableton, Bitwig, Studio One, those kind of DAWs where you have all the tools and uh, sounds, and I wouldn't even call plugins because, yeah, it's the own. It's not even VST. So, do people really buy it because of the DAW, or do they buy it because the DAW has tools included, like instruments and sounds and modulation, and or why they actually buy this kind of stuff? I mean, you buy Reaper because you know there's nothing in it. There's no samples, no instruments, a few small effects like EQ, compressor, that's it. You don't get anything. You just get a software to do your recording. The rest is up to you what you add. And I mean, if you have an analog recording studio where you record your band, your musician vocals, you might not need a lot of instruments. You just need specific effects, or you have it already as hardware. But with DAWs, it's kind of difficult how you choose that kind of software, because of what reason. I mean, I tested it, almost all of them, and yeah. Do you actually buy it because they have tools and samples and effects, or not? So, so it is kind of tricky. It's like when you buy an MPC and MPC Beats and even the DAW system and their sound banks, you know what you get. But yeah, it's and the downside is when you buy all these things that have all these tools, you can't use it outside. Except you can, I know that you can load FL Studio as a plugin, but that doesn't really work in all the others except Reason, where you have the rack, which is in VST format, which kind of gives you something that the others don't have. I mean, so many people I heard complaining that the Max for Live system is just specifically for Ableton. And the same goes for the grid in Bitwig and the modulation and stuff. Yeah, you just can use it in that software. Which, well, so Retrolog is like Diva with sequence and ARP. Yeah, I really had a minimalistic touch with Steinberg stuff. I tested Cubase's very, very little knowledge on how. Cheers, Will. So yeah, it's a personal preference and also money. So Groove Agent is kind of cool, but certain tools from Steinberg you get as a VST, which is kind of cool, which doesn't happen in Bitwig and Ableton, which would be interesting to have in loading in Reaper. I don't know, to go crazy modulation. I don't know. Well, yeah. You deleted the Halion comments. Mean to offend anyone? Maybe nah. I think I shouldn't share my feeling about the purchase. Maybe should. No, I mean it's your opinion. You ain't talking bad about it. I mean everybody has their opinion, and everybody has the free speech where you can say something. You might be wrong, or you might be right. If someone, I think they actually tried to see if I'm still ignoring them. I don't know. So yeah, but you get people, DL. You get people where you say something about a certain software, they might get no, my software is the best. Now you offended me, which is kind of yeah. That's, Bitwig is the best, or nothing goes over Cubase. And even with Reaper users, you will get Reaper is the amazing, the best. How is it? It can be unstable. It can have some quirks. Doesn't have any. Some doesn't have plugin. The moderation is kind of quirky. You need a lot of outside scripts for certain things. It doesn't have a clip launcher, and yeah, it's, but you get certain people that are too defensive on the things they use, which I think when you say Halion sounds bad, I mean, you tested it when you didn't like it, so if someone would be offended and saying, I don't actually. If I say I had the situation also with Da Vinci Girl, and when I say something, which in my opinion, I may be wrong or right, who cares? And they say, no, you're wrong. I actually just give a shit. So yeah, Reason Studios is the best. It's called Reason for a reason. Yeah, I mean, how they, even though Reason is an underdog, it has the rack that nobody else has. It's like having the VST version of VCV rack. I mean, you might not like the DAW of Reason, but you might like still their instruments, though you can't buy them separately as a VST. But yeah, you have to get Reason to actually have the rack. And I see a huge load of people using the rack inside of other DAWs because of the crazy instruments they have. And Probe says opinions aren't facts. Exactly. Opinions are just opinions. There's nothing proven facts. If I say Halion sounds amazing, it's my opinion, but might not be a fact. Let's take a break. I need something to drink. I'm almost dried up because of those shitty weather. Be right back. we're back. We. Oh, Jack is here. Spooky Ghoul character. Yeah, it's my Spooky Ghoul. Now you got cats wobbling around. We're talking about opinions. I was thinking every human has an opinion anyway, and we can share opinions. We can discuss about opinions, but as long as you don't force your own opinion onto others, like saying Alien is the best since ever built, and you need to use it totally. That's forcing someone using that. It's like me saying Reaper is the best door ever made, and you have to use it. Period. No discussion. That's forcing your opinion onto others. You can say, in my opinion, Alien is shit. It sounds awful. But that's your opinion. So, offering opinions without integrating other opinions is fine. Yeah, exactly. I mean, can discuss about anything. Can even discuss about. You can rant about things. Can discuss about things. You can, which is a proverb. You can agree to disagree. Man with beard, number 2. But it's not forcing your thing. I mean, it's like those who say, oh, dollars is the way. That's their opinion. They might never tried something else. I don't know. But it's still just an opinion. And yeah. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. Yes, we delete it. So let's listen to it. In my opinion, we need some music.
The planet was almost totally oblivious of their presence. They went unnoticed until the crossover came in them without a blip, and were at the joggle back to go straight for them. Which was crazy because it was exactly the sort of thing they'd been looking for all these years.
I thought about it's a used quartz file. And that's a very old one, I think. Yeah, it's. Often opinions in favor of something one has used is because one has spent more time working with it. While it's less so with, yeah, it's like with every tool. I mean, if someone says my screwdriver is the best, you need to buy this screwdriver. You will see it's the best screwdriver you ever had in your hand. And then the other guy buys the screwdriver and says, "No, you screwed me over. It's not the best. It doesn't work." So, yeah, chip it sounds nope. It's like you mean chip tunes? Not really. Never tried it. I could make it with re-noise. Maybe one day. I don't know. Let's see if I find another sequence to end this. Maybe some sequence on it, which is which has sequences. I love the sequencing methods of early Roland microcomposer and the Yamaha 6. I spent a lot of time using them. Most people hate them. Yeah, and that's a personal preference. And with everything, it's like with taste. I mean, I don't like certain types of music. And if I make something very weird, I might like it, and some others don't. But I wouldn't actually, when I'm in someone else's stream, I'm not the kind of person who says, your music is shit. Why don't you make this type of music? It's even if I wouldn't, most of the time, those where I watch streaming, no matter who it is, I watch them because I still enjoy it. To learn stuff, okay, how they do this, how they arrange things. I might learn something. That's interesting. But I don't go into certain streams and say, your music sucks. Because you get these type of people, oh, why did you use that kind of instrument? It sucks. It's shit. Why don't you use that instrument? Or why don't you use this type of drums or this type of drum machine? It's way better. Well, it sucks. Aggressive. Which is, I've seen streams when I'm watching streams from Arte concerts where they had live streams from from Hellfest in France, and I was watching. They had the some streams. They had some metal bands, and they had some streams because last time they did Hellfest, Hellfest asked, I think it was Trent Reznor, how about to make a stage with something different than just pure metal? And why don't we make a stage and you give us types of bands that they could appear on that stage? And it was more into the dark electronic things like, and they had bands like Nitzer Ebb and many others which appeared on that stage, and they streamed certain concerts, certain bands, and there were people in chat, what is that shit? I don't like it. Then just don't watch it. It's simple. You just close the stream and be gone. And they had one of the streams where they had the Exploited, a very old punk band, and very old, very, very old punk band. And the guys on stage were old people, and someone was constantly trolling. Oh, what is this shit? Who are all these old fucks? What is this shit? Constantly, and I was at some point very annoyed and said, if you don't like it, just don't watch it. Be gone. Just go away. Boop, boops. And we don't want you forcing your bad opinions onto others. If you don't like it, just don't watch it. I mean, if I watch a stream and I don't like it, I close it. Period. And I don't go when Gordon Xenpilt doing his Edo stuff. I might find it a bit odd and strange, but it's still interesting. But I wouldn't say in his stream, "Oh, that sounds like shit." What is that? I once just wrote, "Oh, it sounds weird," which, in fact, it is. It is sounding weird to our ears, untrained ears, which with all these micro tunings, it's very special. It does sound weird, but I wouldn't say your thing, what you're doing, is shit, which is stupid. And Probe said it's enlightening to see other people's process. Yeah, and everybody has their own process. But saying, "I don't like this. Why don't you make it this way or that way? Why don't you, you could put this there. Really? Why don't you use this? Why is that sample there? Why is your snare sounding this way? It doesn't fit. It's shit." Yeah. So, yeah, let's find a sequence which doesn't suck or sound like shit. We need some sequence here. Types. Styles, no. Evolving, rhythmic, plucked, percussive. Thought they had something. Sequence pad. Evolving keys, solo. Evolving keys. Rhythmic, percussive. Drums. Sequence. Hyper. Which might be too bright. Oh? Something French here. Ancienne horloge murale. Let's make Psytrance. Could use that one. Sean! You again? Yes, me again. It's me again. So we could put it here. Let's put some MIDI notes. I'm actually going to all my old tracks here. Make it start. It's me again. Well, she. Squishy, squishy. Does anyone use SD made? What is SD made? Some kind of instrument or never heard of that. You have to enlighten us, man with beard. And I need to just a moment. It's meant to be the best and most so cleaner app for you mean for smartphones? Yeah. I had one installed on mine, and I'm not with all these cleaning apps. It's like the so-called enhanced and cleaning apps you get for computers and PCs. I had one who actually, in the end, messed up more than it actually was doing good things. I know that cleaning stuff manually can be really annoying, but it's like handling. I even tested KVR's app they developed to handle plugins and updates, and that was, it was still in beta, but I didn't really. I was testing it and I got rid of it because I might doing it manually can be, especially on Windows, having cleaned up stuff. It's really it's and sometimes this isn't used, and here are data that you didn't use, and there might be something in the, like with PCs, we found something in the registry which doesn't correspond to this and that, and in the end, shit, ouch. Yeah, it's like having these. I installed it for Windows 11. Normally I don't use this kind of tools. I had tools to debloat Windows 11, and in the end, some tools might work, but quite often it is still, you don't really know what it's actually doing. You might debloat something that in the end breaks stuff. So yeah, the intentions are good. It's like that song. The intentions are good, but since delete cache. Yeah, I was watching a video about how good it is to manually clean your RAM cache on a PC. And the guy was actually giving a good tip, because he said, it could kind of work, but I mean, these systems, in the end, it does do more harm, because the system always has to reload stuff. Because you might think, like, for example, for me, I only have 16 gigabytes, so I have to be careful what I'm using, especially in the background. I did clean up some stuff, and when I stream, I barely use the browser, because it just uses way too much RAM, and so I limit myself. But now it's stable, it works, but and he was saying cleaning here and cleaning there, and I was thinking, we could liberate data that is on cache and RAM, but it's actually built for that kind of stuff. The best way is get something that has more. It's kind of sad, but you need more. You just need some, it's not security risk. Use your phone, only have a SSD on my phone. Metadata for internet. Yeah, it's like mine. It doesn't have metered, but my subscription with the phone company doesn't give me much internet access anyway. So it's like 5 or 10 gigabytes of data, which is these days not really much, but I don't use mobile internet that much anyway, so I'm old school. It's always a bit risky. Like tweaking around. And that's a bit of a downside when you install a lot of programs on smartphones and PCs, and on one side you can install and uninstall, but especially on Windows, you got these remains. I mean, that's the thing that programmers and developers would need to fix. Because quite often, even if you uninstall a software, there's so many stuff remaining on your system. And suddenly you say, find a folder. What is it doing there? It's I uninstalled the software like 6 months ago. Why is there a folder with, which can be, it's never cleaned up straight away. You always have to it's like, which is also something that can be annoying when you install a plugin, for example. Sometimes you get developers that just give you the file, the VST3 or 2, or even if you find something older, you find a DLL in the file, in the folder, and just put that where your plugins are. And that's it. But sometimes you get installers that don't give you even the option to say, and I was trying, because I was saying, when I get my new laptop, I will be careful when I'm installing new plugins that they are installed in all of them in the proper directory. But that didn't work because some installers don't give you any options to change it. Some do, and most of them don't. And which is kind of annoying, because I had the problem, for example, with OBS. OBS scans for VST2 plugins, and you can't say OBS, my VST plugins are in that folder. It's built-in standard that you can't change. So every VST2 needs to be in that. But I had, for example, the VST2 format that I had for Melda, for example, those were installed in the same folder as the VST3, which kind of, why would you do that? The installer gives you the option where to install the plugins, but it installs every format, VST2 and 3, in the same folder, which kind of, what? And so, because starting using the cloud for storage, yeah, kind of. I only have like the Microsoft one, and Uncle Chrome. It's like on Mike's Discord, some people were asking questions. They had some problems with Reaper, and they were saying, I installed a plugin and it doesn't work. And I said, where do you actually install it? And they found out that their system, how it was set up, was installing everything in the OneDrive folder, which is, and Reaper didn't really recognize this kind of folder and say, you better do it manually because it's not working. So, another thing that, and we know that. I mean, when some developers create a global installer for their software, and especially if they have a lot, they should give you option to do stuff manually, where to put your plugins, how to update them. For example, Plugin Alliance had an installer, but the installer, they put their plugins that you bought in a specific folder, but it didn't check on updates at all. So sometimes you launch some plugin and say, oh, there's an update. Okay. And the same goes for, like, for example, Hornet, which the best way, if you have Hornet plugins with the installer, you just, if there's an update, you get an email, of course. Oh, we just updated this and that. Oh, do I have it? You best just check and reinstall everything, which is kind of stupid. But yeah. And you have installers like the one from Acustica from Italy, which is a nightmare to use. The one from Maturia is okay, but I also had problems with Aturia where suddenly it was losing. How can I describe it? Yeah, it was losing connections or like with SoftTube or not SoftTube, some other company. Suddenly it says, "Oh, your plugins aren't installed anymore." I said, "What?" Learned that some plugins don't like being renamed too. Try to rename iPhone to sort of instrument from. Yeah. Another thing. Yeah. It's like we discussed it, tagging of certain things, especially plugins, which kind of okay, but still, you get, when I'm looking at, because Reaper has, for example, it stores the information of your plugin of developers, which is helpful, that most DAWs do, but it also has these categories, which is not really working. I mean, depending on how the developer is tagging its code in the plugin, like, for example, just click on something. I have, like, for example, EQ and equalizer. Okay. So if I click on EQ, yeah, it's kind of working. Okay. But for example, in the EQ, it has the VST3 from the Nathan Vibes, which isn't an EQ. Absolutely not. It's a multi-effect. It has nothing to do with an EQ. And even the Search XT effects, that isn't an EQ, which is kind of weird. Well, the rest is pretty much, and that's on the developer, and the scan does look for that. And you got EQ and equalizer. And when I click on equalizer, only have two. Vibes has EQ, yeah. Which is, but it's not mainly an EQ. It has one, so they tagged it. Like, for example, there's no multi effects, but there's modulation. For example, modulation, all kind of things in there. Pitch correction, pitch shifting, restoration. Which, yeah, okay, and if the developer is actually coding the plugin right, you get the run it, and the VCV host module has no file manager for selecting, only scroll wheel through folders, slow and tedious when you have. You mean when you have the VST or the rack itself? Because you have the tags in VCV rack, I know, and the types. I think. But still, you might go to, okay, I'm looking for EQ or sequencer or modulation and you click on that and it gives you like 200 modules. Okay. Which is, oops. Which is, yeah, kind of a bit of that's why I actually made my own folders. Sean is you cooking potato soup. We're coming over. We are coming over. BST, putting a special folder on point to VCVs in base company, but not while using. Yeah, and we discussed it. It's like how certain doors are handling certain things. It's like FL Studio when you search for certain plugins and it's bad. You just finished brunch. I'm ready to go to bed in an hour. And he just finished brunch. Might need to drink some tea again. And I might need to, I want to add some reverb on this. Which one? This one? Or this one? Oh, I haven't used. I just recently installed it. If the live are retired gentlemen, so up by noon, runs for 3 p.m. and VC work. Yeah, why not? Glass planet. You see, Uncle Chrome, you go up by noon. Oh my goodness! Yeah, that depends on the person. For myself, even if I am on vacation or I have some free time, some days off, I wake up at 5-6 a.m. But that it's from person to person. I know that, for example, Wabbit is up at 5 a.m. and I have someone which I'm working with. She hates to get up early. She totally hates it. And the sad part is next week she will be alone because the other lady isn't there. So she has to be present at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. at least. So that will be very annoying for her. And it was already the same situation last week for 2 days. And I talked with another guy who was who was saying, "Oh my goodness, she wasn't happy at all." Feeling productive today. Already ran out of to the bank and dispensary to get those monthly calls done. Cashed in some bonds. And have a little toy money. What to buy? You might buy that Instagram synthesizer that Venus Siri bought. Christmas decoration. You won't find any at my place. I was I did get out of work directly at 5 p.m. and I said, I had to go to the shop and get something to eat. And I've seen tons of people buying these Christmas decorations. Yeah, I don't spare any money on that. I don't spend any money, even though Christmas is my birthday. The terror, not for me. Yeah, apparently he likes it. I never heard it. I've seen it, and is it really that? Apparently, it's very weird. I don't know. Well, I work for him. Yeah. I don't know how much it costs, though. Apparently, it's not cheap either. So you don't do decorations when I have them done to me. Can't control the amount of oh my goodness, yeah. My mom is next Saturday. You have to come by to set up the Christmas tree. And I just hate it. I just hate it. I will go over, but I won't be doing much. I won't be doing a lot of helping. I just hate it. Pure and simply dislike putting up Christmas decorations. Is it because of my opinions on Christianity? I don't know. Give me gifts, but don't come up with these decorations. No. My friend of mine, who is he's totally nuts. When I'm invited to go over lunch in December, and he has so many. He has a big house, like three floors, big house, and it's just full of it. Absolutely full of Christmas decoration. Full. Everywhere. It's a nightmare. It said, where do you actually put all these things? I'll put them in boxes and keep them in storage. And every year you get them out and put them on display and put them back in the boxes, and just for a few days. You're crazy. White light shows a black hole in the middle. We're not even turn on the porch. Yeah, in my parts, some people do, but most people just do the very basic stuff. And there are people who don't do decorations at all, especially around the houses and stuff. But sometimes you see videos and you go, what the heck? it's like that. I've seen videos about it. That company in the U.S. that makes Christmas decoration that plays certain type of music. Sometimes he did decoration with Slayer and Metallica and stuff like that, where everything is synchronized with the music, which is, yeah, it's well made, must say. It's programming and setting things up. It really works well. But I don't know how much this decoration would cost to put up. But that is, oh my goodness. My boss on YouTube for these crazy holiday live shows. It's some really go nuts with these kind of things. It's like some go nuts with Halloween decorations. Oh yeah, no, not me. The house, the apartment stays as it is, and that's pretty much it. No Christmas trees, no nothing. When I want to put some light outside the Black Friday to Epiphany Day window, there's nothing. The terrorists win. Just duplicate these here like this. Let's save this. I will have to. Well, I think we're done arranging. I think which kind of works. Well, I need to do some automation with that. Did not set up the stream for tomorrow. Not sure I'm gonna do one. I still have like over 30 tracks to go to. So, you got a neighbor who changed out their soft white front yard lights of green and red ones on holiday season. Just left it in that way. The lazy ones. Sometimes you got people that put on some decoration and it's like three or 4 months later, it's still up. It's still, oops, I think I forgot something. Looks fine though, not particularly. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes you got stuff like the stuff hanging around. What I even heard about complaints when people doing Halloween decoration, you put those, it's like cotton, or it's like they're doing webs in horror movies, and they put those up outside, and some animal rights people complained that's not good for birds, because animals can get trapped inside of these things, which I do get, and I've seen a few still doing this kind of inside. Okay, but outside, don't do these kind of things, because it looks almost like either they don't care or they don't know. Leave yours outside 24/7 bulbs last for years doing that. It's like National Lampoon's Christmas holiday, where Chevy Chase was putting up the lights and was absolutely nightmare. Funny movie. So let's wrap this up, and I might need to drink some tea. I'm still don't get fucking rid of my cold. Yeah, because warm office, cold outside, lots of cold winds, and it's just annoying. So, thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon, very much soon, I hope. And I will try to put up some streams during the week still. Still have to. I'm actually checking all my tracks here, because this one I had, it's from one of the streams, I don't know. And when I load it, I said, oh, there's nothing in it. It's just a few pads and drones, and was pretty much it. And I'm going through all these tracks and slowly getting them ready to mixing, and later doing some videos. Tomorrow I will probably not stream, and we'll try to make a video to put up on popcorn night or SOR. Let's see how that goes. So enjoy your potato soups, your lunch, your VCV racks, and all kind of things. Like Wabbit says, do what you do best. And see each other very soonish. Bye-bye. Here's my goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.